Do a little bit of Opie. I need to get rid of that character. I don't play him. The boy. The boy. Oh, man. I, I, all right. Roscoe accidentally shot me, but I think it was a long time coming anyways. Hope he's in a weird spot though, because he can't necessarily do anything right now. He's been reforming for like must be over a month now since he's last done crime. Probably even longer than that. WildRP is a great server. Is Opie? They've never really asked Opie if he wanted to be a bounty hunter or like that hasn't even came up in the conversation. Mostly been trying to get Jinx in as a bounty hunter, and Opie's just trying to support her. But like the way Jinx explained it to Opie was that they said to Opie, you know, we're going to be punching up, going after outlaws, going after criminals, and not attacking innocent folk. And that was like a big thing for Opie, and he agreed. And then I think he found out like through Cucamonga or something like a day or two later that Jinx was trying to become a bounty hunter. And then they had like this conversation where Opie was very much on the fence of this whole thing. Jinx pretty much gave the ultimatum that she is doing this regardless. So if Opie was to commit crime in any way, that would essentially be the end of their marriage. So it went from like Opie only going after criminals to Opie not doing crime at all. So he's trying. It's been like over a month since he's committed a crime. It'll be hard for him not to react to hearing, like, it's hard for him to react not to do anything that would get him in trouble. Because, as I play Opie, I'm trying to get Opie in that mindset of him wanting to be good. But right now he's being good because of his wife at the moment. It's gonna take something big for him to kind of say, you know what, Jinx is right. There's like outlaws are the enemy kind of thing. But I mean, he had like a bit of a scuffle with the Boeing gang. But that was mostly because Opie was just talking shit. He had that coming. Like, if people start targeting Opie and Jinx for no reason, just because they're living their lives differently, then that's when I think that'll be the change for Opie to kind of start thinking, yeah, you know what, for criminals, they really are just the enemy. But right now, he's still trying to convince himself that he's doing the right thing at the moment. It is quiet.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hi. I'm alright, thank you.
Good, good. I don't know why I'm checking my telegrams again.
After you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I need to get see
I can't tell if that's Delphi or just the person who plays Delphi. I don't know if that was a new character or not. Sounds like them. Go Valentine. Why would you go there by choice? You want to buy a PC just to play Red Dead RP? Red Dead RP is fun in general. I will say if you are going to play Red Dead RP, try and get into a whitelisted community. You'll just have a much better experience. And you, Celine? They're probably not going to be on OP long if there's not much going on. I was hoping there's going to be some deputies around, so Hoping can kind of get up to date on things. Don't see any deputies. You guys want to see the book that Opie got for his birthday? I've been so busy with work, I haven't had time to actually get on and read it with Opie because I've been mending my law. Hang on, we'll go somewhere and read it. He also got a gun too. Also, I just wanted to go inside the building because it's so loud outside. Okay. Got this gun. Last good thing. I think it's pretty clean. It's pretty nice. Then, yeah, it's the book here. You didn't come into my life with a blaze. Opie, you came in quiet, like smoke slipping under a door. No warning, just warmth in a world that had never offered it to me before. Back then, I was confused, hurt, free kid. Tangled in history, duty, and guilt. Thought what I had was the best I could hope for. I thought love meant surviving with someone, not growing, not becoming. Then you looked at me like I wasn't made of broken pieces. You looked at me like I was, like I could be more. Choosing you was chaos. It meant leaving behind someone I owed too many memories to. It meant stepping out of the shadow of the orphanage, the bruises, the scars on my back. I earned protecting someone. But I chose you anyway, and I've kept choosing. You, even on days it would be easier to run. When I look at you, Opie, I don't see salvation, I see solid ground. You're a man who swooped in to save me. You are the one who stood still when the world was spinning and offered me something to hold on to. There's a part of me I don't let most people near, not because I'm ashamed, because it's sharp, it cuts, and I've seen what it does to people who try to hold it without gloves. You never brought gloves. You brought your bare hands. You let the storm hit your face first. I don't really remember who I was before the damage, before the voices, before the head wounds. Killed pieces of me and left whispers in their place. Sometimes it's Ernie, sometimes it's that girl I used to be, the one who only trusted knives and couldn't bear the thought of holding a gun. And sometimes it's not the one at all, just a loud, aching emptiness. There are days I wake up and I don't know which version of me you'll get. The Jinx who can laugh with you, like we're already free, or the one curled up on the floor, fighting ghosts you can't see. But you never ran, not once, not even when I scared myself. You held me when I was violent, you held me when I was shaking. You never asked me to be softer than I could be. You just let me be, that's why I love you in a way that burns through the bone, because you didn't love me in spite of madness, you loved me with it. You love the broken me, the jagged me, the one who gets, who repeats, who hears and sees things, and wants to set fire to her own skin just to feel clean again. Because of that, on days, I think I've lost myself for good. I remember that you never did. You remained me who I am. Remind me who I am. Even when I can't hear it through the noise. We didn't get a quiet life. That was never in the cards for people like us. Since the moment we said yes with blood on our hands and the world already trying to rip us apart, it had been chaos. There's been no real peace, just breathers between the storms. We buried people we love. We run, we fought, bled, and sometimes even turned on each other, but never once, not once, or faced away from it alone. But when the world split it open, there you were. Right behind me, back to back, gun drawn, eyes steady. We fought wars with our names on wanted posters, still made a home out of scraps and silence. We stood in front of gallows and graveyards and still found ways to laugh. You never seen me at my... Wait, you have seen me at my ugliest, my loudest, and my coldest, and you stayed. You stayed when I gave you every reason not to. Maybe that's what really love is, not just flowers and soft nights. Staying, standing firm when the earth shakes, holding my hand when I tear myself apart, helping me sew the pieces back together when the storm passes. There were times I don't even know what love was. Not really like the night you talked about. My damn phone's going off. Not like the night you talked about Hoover up at the Manzanita. You spoke about her like she was still there, here. Like she never really left. There was always something in the way your voice softened, full of quiet love. I haven't seen anyone before. That's when I started to see you, really see you. And I knew I was falling. I used to ride on the back of your horse, gripping tight while the world spun around us. And that's for the first time forever I felt safe. Not just because you were strong, but because you made me believe I mattered. That feeling was rare. Like finding a clean sky after a storm, and it was yours to give. You told me once you realized you loved me during our first bank job. I was negotiating, I was completely terrified, but I felt like you needed me there, and you promised to keep me safe, so I didn't hesitate to stand by your side. I saw a side of you I'd never known, vulnerable, fierce, determined. It made me want you even more. I gave you everything I had. My gems, my dreams, because I thought you wanted to open an armory in Guarma. I thought that was your dream. I won't do anything in my power to make it happen. Those trips to Guarma were like breathing in after drowning. Watching the sea crash against the rocks, hearing the birds, feeling the sun on our faces. That's where you finally let Tuve go. I saw you change there, becoming the man who could have loved me without shadows clinging to your heart. Without you, I never would have found the strength to reach back out to Roscoe to build something with my brother. But all I wanted was to push him away. You helped me see family. It's just blood and scars. That's our love. Messy, broken, and beautiful. And there's Dazzler. That name still tastes bitter. He's the one who lit the fire that nearly consumed me. Spark that took Ernie away. Tore apart what little family I thought I had. The rage I hold for him is so fierce it was almost swallowed me whole. After all that, after everything I've done, I realize this fight isn't just about revenge anymore. It's about breaking the chain he started, breaking free from the past that tried to drag me down. But none of that matters if I'm not standing with you, because you, Opie, are my anchor, that one thing that keeps me steady when the world is twisting me loose. At the seams, you've seen every broken piece I tried to hide, and somehow you still stand beside me. You never flinched, never turned away. When the storm hit hardest, you stayed, you fought, you loved. See, this is like... For Opie, this is like the reason why he's doing this for Jinx, like why he's reforming. because nothing means more to him in this world at the moment than his wife. So he's like sacrificing so fucking much to make sure, you know, his wife is happy. But this is like him being like crime free a month and stuff is just not. It's not something he's been for a long time. He's been a criminal since he was very young. Dude, if that was if that turns out to be true, and she written all this book, and then and then Opie finds out she was with Kuko or something, that'd be just crazy. That'll just break his heart, man. He just wouldn't be able to trust anybody again if that was the case. I know this life we live has thrown us into hell and back. We've held both bled, lose, and faced demons that would have crushed most folk. But through every gunshot, every betrayal, every dark night, we've always been back to back. That Opie is something no one can ever take from us. Without you, I wouldn't have found the courage to face my past to try and build something better. You gave me hope when all I saw was ruin. You gave me a way out when I thought there wasn't one. You taught me that love isn't just a quiet thing, but a fierce wildfire worth fighting for. The thing I've done, the paths I've chosen, they've put targets on our backs. For that, I can't apologize enough. Oh, your safety has always meant everything to me, and I would do anything to ensure it. Yeah, it is a sweet book. I wanted to like stream it at least. I might have to like separate the VODs on this because I usually do like a fresh stream when I'm switching characters, but is what it is. Even when I'm making those decisions, even when I'm lost inside my own mind, tangled in broken memories and fractured thoughts, you'd never given up on me. You loved both the woman I was and the woman I'm trying to become. For that, for you, I am forever grateful. On this day, your birthday, I want you to know that you are the last good thing I hold on to in this crazy world. You are my reason to keep going, to keep fighting, and to keep believing that maybe, just maybe, there's something worth saving in me. Happy birthday, Ophilius. I love you more than the world can say. More than I sometimes understand. I'm holding on every day because you are worth every scar, every battle, and every breath. Always yours, your firecracker, Alexandra Carson. But yeah, that is like Opie and Jinx's love is like fucking crazy deep, man. Like I haven't been streaming Opie enough. I try to, but I've just been so exhausted from work, man. Like I'll take yesterday for example at work, right? So I won't go into the drama of it, but let's just say I was out to set a point. No, that was actually the day before. Was it? Yeah, that was the day before. But yesterday, I wanted to set another point. So I got all my jobs cleared. I was ahead of the game. I was about to finish early. And it was like an hour or two before I was supposed to be finished, but I got finished early. And I was looking forward to getting home and doing some RP. And on the way home, of course, there was a fucking car accident. Car was on its roof. And I was stuck waiting in that traffic for like an hour and 20 minutes. And I was just like so exhausted, man. And yeah, I'm gonna be going back to work tonight. Right now, it's just been getting very busy, so I'm only available for like a couple of days a week. Which sucks, because I really, really want to push story. OP, Oscar. Telford, I would like to get some more story pushed in Telford eventually, but like, as obviously a lawman, you play more of a service role. And you're like, you know, helping to build the criminals up. So like, I do want to eventually get some story with Telford too. I want Telford to get kidnapped. I genuinely would love Telford to get fucking kidnapped and have like a bit of a swan enemy with somebody. Yeah, we haven't seen Oscar for a little bit. Yeah, I think it's quiet tonight, guys. I don't think there's much going on. Well, I work on a demand basis, if that makes sense. So like we'll have like months where there isn't so much work and I don't mind it because I like having that life balance. I like having time off to do RP and chill out. But when it gets busy, it gets busy, and that I just can't be around as much. And that's just something that is just part of uh being a truck driver. Unfortunately, you work the long hours, which is good in one way because cha-ching, but also in a second way it's like fuck. Like I'll be like working and all I really want to do is just go back and just fucking roleplay. There's no deputies around, man. I was gonna try and see if I can talk to one.
Hold up.
Hold up. Is someone in the lumberyard? No, it's just a random house. Okay. One more check of the telegrams, and if there's nothing, then we'll fucking probably bounce tonight. Might try and stream a little bit earlier on Opie. Like I said, I'm off for 2 days, so I might do a bit of a might do Telva for a few hours, and then we'll switch and do some Opie. Thought I could hear a horse riding by then for a second. Okay. Yeah. Well, a little too late. I thought I'd get on up and see if there's anything going on, but it seems quiet. I'm not going to sleep in the apartment because I'll wake up and fall right outside of the fucking window. Usually what tends to be the case. Alright, you all have a good night. There's somebody I can send you over to. We'll send you over to Nobodo. You all have a good one. And I'll see you Wednesday or Thursday, guys, probably. A good night.